Alright guys, Poppa T-Mo here. We are back playing a little FS22, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to test out a new mod map. This is Calm Lands. Now, it's a little different. It's kind of in the vein of No Man's Land, where it's set up in blocks. And we end up starting out with block number 4. And the different blocks are different prices. And I'm not familiar with the map in any way, shape, or form. Um, just downloaded it and figured I'd give it a go. Now it looks like we have a Dootsfar topliner and header. We have a Brontner trailer. We have 2 tractors. We have a couple pieces of equipment over here. We have a seeder. We have a diagonal plow. We have a Kverneland side pull behind mower. And we also have a low loader that goes on the back of a tractor, which is kind of interesting. Now, the land that we own, Section 4, is primarily grass over here, but we do have a little oat field. Field number 1 down here is oats. So we do have some crop that we can harvest right off the bat, and then we do have some arable land that we could convert. Um, but we're going to have to we're going to have to do a little bit of work here. First thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to harvest that field. So let me pull this out so that I can grab it. Drop that trailer off right there. And we will get rolling right off the get-go. Now it's a pretty neat looking map. Pretty much going to run this. I'm doing it as new farmer, so this is all the equipment that we start off with. And I'm going to run this like I would normally run a No Man's Land map. First thing I need to do is, okay, we do have straw swaths enabled, just in case. Go ahead and drop some straw. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick this up or not. I have no idea what the sales points are on this map or anything else like that. Like I said, new to me map for sure, but I figure I'd try out something a little bit different. I'm going to run it kind of like a struggle-ish where I'm not hiring workers and I'm not going to hire too many workers. I may end up hiring a few workers. But we're going to start with what we got and just a little bit of money, and I'm not going to push for real hardcore massive crop farming just yet. We'll see what the map has to offer first. But it's very pretty. It's got some good good texture to it. It does have a lot of weeds in the grass, which unfortunately without the real mower mod, I'm not going to be able to get rid of those without plowing them under. That's going to be a little unfortunate. But we'll see how well it goes. Now I have turned fieldstone off, turned plowing required off, turned lime off, traffic off. Pretty much running everything just bare bones basic at the moment because I wanted to see what's up with the map first. We may start turning some of those on as we go, fieldstone in particular, because I do enjoy the fieldstone, but I don't have any way of doing anything about it at the moment. I also don't believe I own a cultivator. Now, I know I had said that I wasn't going to hire workers, but I'm a little curious as to what happens. Yeah, see, it's definitely going to be interesting with an organic shaped field hiring a worker like that. Just want to see which track they take. So they took the 45. Alright, I am going to go ahead and fire the worker right off the bat because I just don't have the cash to pay a worker at the moment. That's one of the main reasons I do the struggle-ish maps is when you're first starting out, you might not have the money to do it. I don't know how well we're going to do with this harvest. I don't know what it's going to produce. I don't know how much money we're going to make off of it. So we're gonna keep it a little close to the chest. We already wasted $10 just to see that line. I also have no idea where the shop is. So we're going to have to figure that out pretty soon too, because we're going to need something to be able to pick up the straw, and we are definitely going to have to cut some grass. I don't think this field's going to net us more than probably no more than 12,000 liters. So we're definitely going to have to rely on the straw and the grass for some cash. Go back and get this missed line. Now the soil looks nice and dark. I do like that. I do like that. I'm a big fan of dark soil. I almost feel like I'm cheating on Alien Jim by playing on this map. We will have to see how many queues it took from No Man's Land. No Man's Land is by far my favorite map to this day. Between 19 and 22, I still really enjoy that map. Spent many an hour. I think what we will do though is I will get this field harvested up, and then I think we'll take a nice little flying tour of the rest of the map and see what it has to offer in the way of topography and sections. We'll figure out where the shop's at. Take a good look around. And then we'll have a better idea of how we want to progress with this particular one. I know I need to cut the grass on the rest of 4 and possibly start plowing, but I need to figure out whether or not I want to. I really don't like diagonal plows. I've never been good with them. I think they're very ineffective. I just don't like them. Don't like them, never have. So we may have to invest in a subsoiler. I think the first 2 purchases are probably going to be a subsoiler and a loading wagon. %75 so far. I may have to invest in a windrower too. To be honest, I've never really used those pull-behind mowers either, so I'm not too sure how effective I'm going to be with it. Might not be effective at all with it. Well, it's looking like it's going to be really close to finishing this without an unload, but I think we are going to have to unload once and just get the last little bits. Maybe not. Maybe it will be just one load. It'll be very close. It's one thing I'm always very impressed with the map designers, how they manage to do that with starter fields. Some of them really, really go the extra distance and make sure that it's a precise amount of harvest. I'm not sure how they do it. Look at that. Not even 100%, but 96%. It's pretty impressive. Oops. Oh, now I've made a mess. Now I gotta see if I can flip this over. That was not the right thing to do. My bad. Alright, let's try this again. I forget how to rotate. Alright, well. Now my controller's being stupid. Apologies for that, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and unload this, and before taking our flying tour, we have a front loader attachment over there too. Saving content, game is paused. Let's actually see all the equipment that we start with. Okay, so we have a pallet fork, a front loader, header trailers, weights, one seeder, the one mower, which is that worth? 16,000, 18,000. Okay. All right, so oats. Co-op is buying. Agropet is selling. Let's see where this place is. Okay, so everything's right over there. Well, let's go take a look. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, we're going to cut across field. That is a pretty big map. It is a fairly large map. Now let's see what we make for the oats. $11,600, not too shabby. Alright, looks like the shop is right there. So that's not too bad. I'm going to take this back to the farm, and then we will do that flying tour that I spoke of. Now, it's interesting, this map has a bunch of these gold question marks on it that tell you how to do all sorts of different things. So it's got its own built-in tutorial, which I actually think is kind of nice. Alright, let's do some flight mode. Show you the map. Alright, so we are in section 4. I kind of want to do a flyover of the whole thing. Definitely need to speed us up a little bit. Alright, so that's nice big fields. Wow, that's a lot of big open section. It is a lot of open land. Section for some timber work. Not a bad looking map. Now, of course, the blocks are going to make things interesting because you're not going to be able to just buy a big section. Get the whole thing. So like even up here to get this little meadow, you're going to have to buy 41 and 6. Doesn't just give you the whole thing. So that's interesting. Alright, let me actually turn flight mode off real quick. And I also just realized I gotta turn off super strength. And we are gonna test out this Kverneland mower. I've never used this thing before. So I don't know how effective I will be with it. Alright, so you can angle it. See how far back behind me I can bring it. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Why is this not dropping grass? Oh, because of the road. Yeah, it doesn't like the road being right there. And see where it says I don't have access. Okay, so we don't have access to that land. It is very sensitive to that road. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to get the windrower for this particular style of mower, and I think I'm kind of stuck with this mower until I can make some money. I'm not that disappointed that I have to pick up a windrower. But this is going to take a little bit of time to do some mowing on this one. And I also have to decide whether or not I want to keep these trees. I'm thinking the trees are going to have to go. I can just delete them, or I can get a trailer to pick up the timber. But I believe we're going to have to decide that in the next episode, because that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks again for all the love and support. You guys have been absolutely amazing. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you a thing. It means the world to me. And hit that notification, get notified every time Big Poppa T-Mo posts new content or goes live. Till next time, guys, go plow your own damn fields.